Hello my friends and welcome to part 134 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Let's Play series. So let's go into the next scenario. Here's the reward that I get. Basically, trade off the worst two monsters on your field for the best one or two monsters in your graveyard. So it has there are a lot of ways you can get to it, but I'm just not sure if it's like good enough when you can just like run other things that like spell based like revival effects. Usually you don't really need that because your board's good enough as is. And then here's some of the appearance cards that will be in here. Longiasu is making another appearance. Oh, and I forgot. So the Orcus are basically, I think, just like mechanical versions of the World Legacy tribe. And the Crusadia is basically like other kinds of versions of them as well. So that's like one of the ways they're linked. Galatea, yeah, and then Galatea is that one that I was trying to think of. This is what Ib's heart was put into, basically. And then Orcus Nightmare. I don't know. It's a manifestation of something. Maybe it's when she became evil. Yeah, I think it's when she became evil or something. So once again, becoming evil once again. Like can't even like can't even stop from becoming evil when she's has a mechanical body. And then Nightmare Incarnation Idli. I think that's another version of Lib. I'm not sure. And then Deus Ex Crawler. And then World Legacy God Dragon Mardark. I think just another version of that little God Dragon pet dragon thing. I thought he died, so I guess we'll see. Maybe it's what he's become when he was revived or something. We'll have to see. This scenario should help shed light on that, since he literally just died. Even as the World Legacies took the forms of dragons, Ningirsu was not fazed by their threat. Ib's revival. That was the sole thing that pushed him forward. Oh, so I guess it was him that had the heart. Carrying the body of Ib in his arms, he approaches a mechanical doll. Using the key embedded in it, he should be able to control even the draconic World Legacies. Ningirsu attempts to revive Ib's soul using the key to control the World Arc and its power over life and death. And finally, at long last, a brother's wish for his sister was to be fulfilled. Oh, maybe they're recapping a little bit too. The doll slowly absorbs Ib's remains. Smile for me again like you used to before. Ningirsu calls upon Ib. Ib and the doll become one. The soul's revival is complete. However, the soul now bound within the machine body was not that of whom he sought for. The smile on her face was not the compassionate smile of Ib, but a wicked grin frozen in place. A smile belonging to Lee, who had merged with Ib's soul. Of course, once again, it's Lee. The resurrected Lee took control of the puppet and using the power of the key, she decimated what remained of Ib's soul. She then called upon the now draconic World Legacies and consumed them, growing to a normal size. Oh, it's like the mega form of the nightmare. By consuming Ib's remains and the 5 dragons, Lee turned to a monster known as Nightmare Incarnation Idli. Idli then used the power of the key and the World Legacy to create a crawler as large as a mountain, named Deus Ex Crawler. Basically the boss crawler. Well, at least of the main deck. Oram and his allies knows that the spinal protrusion stretching from the Deus was connected to the sealed great darkness. As they approach to stop it, a dreadful black dragon blocks their way. Man, what is that in its body? It had been consumed by a deathly force and become Italy's vanguard. It used to be Imduk. Oh no, now it's not Imduk. Now he has become World Legacy God Dragon Marduk. Oh no, he doesn't look very friendly anymore. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I can't unlock the gate yet, but that's okay. I'll just go through another scenario here. This time I'm getting God Dragon Reincarnation. Fusion spell for the God Dragons, although I don't think God Dragons really care very much about going into a fusion. Though it's nice that you do have the option if you want to try it out. Yeah, it's once again you get to use monsters from your graveyard too, which does help since you need to use all link monsters. So once you're done like pretty much setting up your board, this could be used as a backup plan. If all of your links have, if your link plan has pretty much been dismantled, you have that as a backup plan. You can think about that way. Nightmare Incarnation Italy shows up in this. World Legacy God Dragon Marduk makes another appearance. World Legacy Monstrosity makes an appearance. God Dragon Justicia, so starting to see a few other God Dragons. God Dragon Reincarnation. Ib, the World Chalice Justicia, another version of Ib. Interesting. Crusadia Maximus. World Chalice God Dragon Armarduk. World Gears of Theological Demiurgy. And that's it. Oh, so this is the, by the way, this is the fusion that you can go into. Although you could also just go into it by special summoning it without caring about fusion summoning it. And it's basically the same either way. So I'll go through this scenario real quick, and then we'll move on to the other things I have in mind. After a battle with the Orcus and being engulfed in a shouting world, the Crusadia was left barely standing. And now World Legacy God Dragon Marduk stands in their way. Was it inevitable that the Great Darkness would fall into Lee's hands? Man, why does she have to be evil? Just as a ram was about to give in, a flying dragon lands before Italy. It was God Dragon Justicia from the Force of Stars. Oh, I don't think she was actually evil. She just got influenced by something evil, and now she's evil. The shimmering blue dragon used its power to rip out Ib's body that was bound to Italy. In that moment, it began to shine bright, enveloping the area with a flash. Then the light gathers. As Uram opens his eyes, he sees the figure of a young girl. The kind eyes of the girl he knew so well. Ningirsu's sister, his childhood friend. Their time in the village, their quest for the world legacy. He had shared his hardships and joys with her. It was none other than Ib. She had supposedly been destroyed by Lee, yet she stood before his eyes. Aram and Ib were reunited once again, yet there was no time to rejoice as another calamity soon occurred. Italy's body, now separated from the key, and its inheritor Ib could no longer control the world legacy and went into overdrive. Italy howls as Aram and Ib turns to Marduk, who had suffered a similar fate. To save their friend Imduk from the deathly force possessing him, they attempt to call upon his soul. Their call drives it from his body and wakens his soul within. Oh, well, it was that easy? The awakened Imduk amplifies his life force and is reborn as the divine dragon, World Chalice God Dragon Al-Marduk. Even during the transformation, Idli's rampage continued. And at last, the monstrosity dug up by Deus Ex Crawler reared its head. Upon seeing the abomination, Ib explains, "This is the true form of the great darkness. It is the embodiment of the divine power, world gears of theological demiurgy." Interesting. Okay. So now I'm gonna get to my other stuff, which is basically some of the news stuff and shop stuff. First off, let's take a look at this new notification. I don't think it's that big. Yeah, just about how Duelist Cup is over, and so if you want to look at your rankings, you can. And I think that it's saying this is a time to collect anything that you have to collect from Stage 2. If you reached it, of course, once again, I didn't reach it. I can't even reach it with sprites. Yeah, man, it's really hard. Is it just me, or does it feel like it's harder than the Duelist Cup? Because I reached the second stage in Duelist Cup a few times, but I can't seem to reach it in this game. Maybe it's because of, like, there's actually, like, hand traps and stuff that... There's more disruption for this game. Interruption, stuff like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's go into a shop. I know I didn't show this last time, so I'll show this today. As I said, look, IP is in here once again, so pretty cool. So I guess that's more of a bonus prize if there's already stuff in here you want. Of course, the Yukiona's not too bad if you're playing zombies. Dino Tank, I'm not sure how good that will be, but Witchcrafter's probably pretty good for Witchcrafter, although I don't know. Someone who knows better than me can know. This is good if you're playing Ancient Warriors, I bet. I'm not sure how many play at that, but it does have a free special summon, basically. It's pretty easy special summoning if you're playing Ancient Warriors, and, I guess you basically just want to make sure that you always have the highest attack, because otherwise you have to give control of this card to your opponent, so you want to kind of be careful. It's a high risk, high reward kind of card. Crawler Soma. Oh yeah, I talked about that one. Oh yeah, Tyranno. I didn't actually see that this is a quick effect that allows you to tribute summon it. So pretty cool. And you can tribute summon it using just one dinosaur. So actually that's not too bad of an effect. I mean, just the whole, like, tribute to destroy is nice, like, already. That you don't really need to worry too much about tributing an actual Dude Beast monster. Witchcrafter, of course. I mean, if you're playing the Fusion, you kind of probably want to play this, too, so. Of course, it has the effect like the others that allows you to add back to your hand. So, basically, like, not sure if you really need to play 3 since you can, like, recur this anyway. Of course, more Winged Dragon Sport. I think some of this may be new, which is what maybe why like they put the Winged Dragon Vial again, and they were just like using him to exemplify the new sport. Ghost Meets Girl, a few more Mayakashis. This one apparently is new. Could be good. It makes it locks out special summoning for a time, so not bad. Play it during your opponent's turn. And then a few more Mayakashi and Crawler support. Or I think they're reprints, so if you didn't have those, now you can pick them up again. Another more Time Thief. Dynabase. I guess it like acts as a 1-card way to fusion summon the Dino Tank. Although you can like fusion summon it other ways. Like you don't need to use him. But I guess he is pretty good for that. Yeah, other monsters from your hand or field, so kind of acts like just like a polymerization, but like without you needing to actually play it. And it does act as one of the materials for it too, which is pretty nice. Then of course a few other reprints, which some are pretty good, some maybe not so good. but I'll show them. Oh, I think these are new as well. Pretty good effect when this is normal summon. The problem is it's or special summon, but like it has like no like in card ways of doing it, so you would have to like use other support in order to get the normal special summon off. So like it being a dragon can be like pretty useful. And then this is another one of your doodle beasts if you want to play some of the doodle book spell or traps. Otherwise it may not even really matter playing this. I'm not sure how like necessary you need to really play the doodle books, but I mean if you want to, it's a way to search them. They do have graveyard effects too. This one allows you to add the level 5 or higher, so you can add the Tyranno, the Doodle Beast Tyranno, which is pretty cool. So if you can like simply get them into the graveyard without like setting them first, that can also be pretty good, because although like the whole like special summoning a Doodle Beast from the graveyard can also be kind of nice. I think his effect is his effect only on normal summon though? Yeah, his effect is only normal summon, so it won't actually trigger it. But this one is like on special summon, so you can trigger that again. And then here's a few of the rares. I'll just cycle them. And as I'm doing this, if you enjoyed thank you everyone who stayed for the solo mode scenarios, and thank you everyone who stayed for the few shop notifications and shop or not like shop notifications, but the news notifications and going over the secret pack, who stayed for that. Thank you. And also thank you everyone who stayed for the entire video, especially. And I'll like also leave this down in the description, so maybe if you didn't stay this long, you can still see it, as well as the verse in the description, along with the going over the discussion in the pin. Please like, share, and subscribe, and consider ringing that notification bell for regular content. You can either ring the notification bell to be notified of all my videos, or personalized by simply clicking the notification bell and selecting all, or personalized. All is being notified about all my videos, whether you watch them or not, and personalized is being notified of the videos that you watch the most. Also, if you would like to leave a comment, that would be greatly appreciated. You can leave a comment about anything, either pertaining to the video, pertaining to the verse I leave in the description, or just something random if you'd like. Just please keep it appropriate. You can even leave an emote if you would like, but just be aware that it may lock you out if you paste too many of the same emote in a day. Just in case, like if you decide one day you just paste emotes on a whole bunch of my videos, just keep that in mind. Usually you can fix that by either going with a different emote or by posting multiples of that emote instead of just the one. And thank you everyone who do watch my videos, and a big thanks to those who do watch all of my videos, but still thank you to everyone who only watches a couple once in a while, or just watches one of the games. I understand how it is, no matter how you do it. It's just appreciated, no matter what, no matter how you decide to go about viewing my videos.